This is CryptoKernels. I am your host, Asa Kane. With the recent recoveries of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and many altcoins, we cannot forget the colossal failures of three individuals from three different companies whose greed, along with their incompetency, has lost millions of people billions of dollars, most of which they will never have returned to them, which is why in this episode we're going to take an in-depth look at comedian John Oliver's recent take on all of the chaos and destruction in the world of crypto, after which I'll throw in my 2 cents. Now, this video is being brought to you by BitFi. Now, with BitFi, you not only get access to over 400 cryptocurrencies, many of which you are not able to get on Coinbase or Crypto.com. You also get $2,888 in rewards for completing tasks. Using BitFi's app, you can also copy the trades of top investors on the platform. Now, also by using our official link to sign up for your own BitFi account, you're going to save 10% on all of your transaction fees. Okay, each time that you make a transaction, you're going to save 10%. And also, if you're in the United States or Canada, once you make your first deposit of $100, you're going to get a rewards bonus of $100. Let's go into it.
Which really broke through to public consciousness just before last Christmas.
In a span of 24 hours, Sam Bankman-Fried was whisked by federal agents in the Bahamas to New York City, where he faced a judge and walked out of a federal courthouse after posting bail on a $250 million bond, which prosecutors believe is one of the largest in U.S. history.
Since the very beginning of the fall of FTX, we have been covering it, and we will continue to do so until the very end.
SPF's arrest was a big deal, and as his company imploded, some, like CNBC's Jim Cramer, were furious.
That guy is a clueless idiot. He's a pathological liar. He's a con man. We're talking about nearly 4 years of getting away with financial murder just because they could.
Wow. Those are some harsh words there from the squawking parrot on every pirate's shoulder. Especially as, just a year earlier, Cramer was saying this.
Tonight, we're going to educate ourselves with Sam Bankman-Fried. Well, Sam, I got to tell you, it's an honor to have you because I think you're pretty much a visionary.
Yeah, not great, but also not surprising. After all, this is the same guy that proclaimed that Bear Stearns is fine literally days before it folded, told his viewers to buy Netflix right before it lost almost 70% in 5 months, and once, and this is true, said that Google, Facebook and Twitter should hire Kevin Spacey as a spokesperson. Jim Cramer is the only person...
Fair use. Educational purposes only. This is just another of many reasons why you should not listen to Jim Cramer or any other celebrity personality for investment advice. They're for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, get your own information, develop your own knowledge.
Who could look you in the eye, say you are going to die tomorrow, and give you an immediate sense of calm, knowing that you're going to live for another 50 years. But FTX has been just one of the many dominoes that fell in the crypto world. Over the past 2 years, the market value of all cryptocurrencies fell from around $3 trillion in late 2021 to around $1 trillion last year. And there are small investors who got badly hurt by all of this. 1 in 5 Americans has invested in, traded, or used cryptocurrency. And you can find countless stories of people losing most of their life savings in the recent implosions, underscoring that everyone in crypto was never actually going to make it, no matter how much Randy Zuckerberg sang otherwise. So tonight we thought...
That don't know, Randy Zuckerberg is the sister of Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg. So her brother's who he is, she got to sing and dance around. That's all that is.
Some emotional support on a crypto podcast. Here he is, mid-thought, getting surprised by an unexpected guest.
You're like, you haven't slept in a while, and like you feel almost, holy shit, is that Martin Shkreli?
Hey, Doe, I just wanted to let you know jail's not that bad. It's not the worst thing ever, so don't fret if that, I hope it doesn't happen, but if it does happen, it's not that bad.
Good to know.
Wow. I don't think there's ever been a more cursed Zoom call, and I'm very much including
as a matter of fact, John, I couldn't
video.
agree with you more. That's the first new thing that I've seen in this video so far, and that, quite honestly, is Very fulfilling to know what has happened with Do Kwon and that he is in custody now. You know, even in that video call, he was still smirk and he just didn't give a fuck. So he's where he should be right now.
One of the biggest crypto banks, founded by this guy, Alex Machinsky. Now, his whole sales pitch, as you can see from his cool T-shirt, was banks are not your friends, which is clearly true, but he really doubled down on that message in ads like this.
Now, with Machinsky, they say business is not personal, but considering the first DeFi token that I ever bought my son was Celsius, it's a little bit different for me.
Now, despite the fact that he sounds exactly like Tommy Wiseau in The Room, Machinsky built one of the biggest crypto lenders with more than $12 billion in deposits. And one of the ways that he did this was by promising customers would get up to 18% interest rates on their deposits. That's versus the average of 0.06% then being offered by traditional banks. And he'd like to say that banks could actually pay those sorts of rates if they wanted to, adding somebody is lying, either the bank is lying or Celsius is lying. And hey,
oh, man, that is true. He got a point. Even though he's an athlete, Rock, you're not an actor at all. Much respect, but you're not an actor.
Machinsky went out of his way to build trust among customers, holding weekly live stream AMAs, sometimes featuring dumb stunts like when he started one wearing a Mandalorian mask. And on these calls, he would brag about all the great things that his company was doing for people while occasionally engaging in the single worst attempt at a dab I have ever seen. What the fuck was that? A heads-up dab? And to be honest, why a dab at all? It's not 2015, and you're not a guest on Ellen. Also, you're 57 years old. That demonstrates a lack of judgment, frankly terrifying in someone supposedly running a financial institution. And yet Machinsky insisted we are probably one of the least risky businesses that regulators worldwide have ever seen, which was just flagrantly untrue. A court-appointed examiner later found that he was making incredibly risky loans and was also using customers' money to pay the high yields that he'd promised, which sure sounds like the textbook definition of a Ponzi scheme. Eventually, Celsius started minting its own coin to inflate its balance sheet, a coin that its own employees said was worthless and that its price should be zero.
To be honest, during the bull run, 2021, everything was going crazy. I mean, I didn't sleep more than 3 or 4 hours a night because of that. At the same time, Celsius was barely moving. And at that point, it made me question it. It really did. I just didn't have enough information yet, but something didn't seem right to me.
And when Celsius inevitably collapsed, people got hurt, especially because in the fine print, the company's terms of use stated that customers transferred all rights of ownership in their crypto assets by depositing them in a Celsius account, meaning that when people tried to withdraw their money, they found out it legally wasn't theirs anymore. And while Celsius and Machinsky have not been criminally charged, tens of thousands of customers still have digital assets trapped on the platform, and Celsius has reported that it owes them $4.7 billion. All of which is enough to make you think that while banks are not your friends, this guy may actually be your enemy. So,
that's right.
So we've got...
You heard that correctly. Tens of thousands of investors' assets are still locked on the Celsius platform. As of today, April the 30th, 2023, Machinsky and Celsius still owe investors $4.7 billion. Yeah, if you steal my money, and you're my enemy. I don't know what your definition is. That's mine.
Bullshit money and a bullshit bank, which brings us back to Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX. It was basically a whole bullshit trading platform. The pitch was that FTX was an exchange where you could buy and sell cryptocurrencies just like stocks, and its ease was emphasized in ads like this one with Steph Curry that play in hindsight like a bit of a red flag.
This is Steph Curry, the world's leading expert on cryptocurrency.
I'm not.
Okay, quit messing around, man. Give me some tips on crypto.
No.
But you are an expert, right?
No, I'm not an expert, and I don't need to be. With FTX, I have everything I need to buy, sell, and trade crypto safely.
Yeah, you don't even have to understand it, just use it. Their pitch for a major money app was basically the same as the attitude that we all have towards semicolons. You never...
Let me make it be known, I love Steph Curry. He is the best pure shooter in the history of the game. I love watching him play. I love watching him grow. But I would never take advice from him about crypto. Ever. Ever.
What's up, guys? I'm here with my boy Sam from FTX. We're at Crypto Bahamas conference. We're going to start the day. We're going to do some TikToks for you guys. And it's going to be an amazing day. We'll get started. We'll do a get ready with me. Sam, where you going, bro?
Look, Sam.
Goofball. Just a goofball. Fair use. Fair use.
Sam, from one Ohio 6 to another. Never stand that close to Tom Brady. It's doing you no favours. There is a reason that I've never been photographed with Chris Hemsworth, no matter how much he begs for it. Now, the joke there was that Sam was a shy, self-effacing genius, and that's the general vibe that he went for. It's why he dressed like every day was laundry day and combed his hair with a balloon. Obviously...
You heard that correctly. They were using QuickBooks, a multi-billion-dollar crypto company. It's a sad joke, but it's all reality. Brief summary. I enjoyed watching John's take on the events in our industry. It was entertaining. I didn't learn anything new because it's what I do. It's a part of my life. Hopefully you found it entertaining as well. The moral of the story is never follow celebrities or personalities. Only follow people that are knowledgeable in what they do. But ultimately, make your own decisions. Always. Okay? That's what we do here. Now, if this video has been of value to you and you want to contribute to our show and help our growth, you can say thanks by hitting the like button. Also by sending a super thanks. Also by sharing this video with someone who could learn from it. And lastly, by contributing with any ERC20 token to our address in the description. And we've got a lot more coming up. So just keep learning and taking notes. Until next time, get in there and make it happen.